Hello. Ooh. And welcome back. Well, and if you're new, welcome to the Tristan channel. Before I start this reaction, I would just like to say welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks for sharing the love and joining the channel, as it were. Hopefully one day we can get enough people in, and I can, with so much pleasure and pride, I could, and gratitude, I can then turn around and say, community, and also to those who have been subscribed so far, etc. Thank you as well. Also, I like the fact, excuse me, thank you to all those who liked the varied content I've been doing. I'll be doing some more exploring ideas, like with films and stuff, like who could be cast for these roles. And I'm working on a Reverse Flash one, because I did one about how we may see it come to big screen, and but this one explores the different actors, because I basically picked my top 3 who are also pardon me, the top 3 that seem to be on the internet, picked by people on the internet, fans and that. So it'd be interesting. I personally think before, rather than just giving a tedious injection, I think someone like that, with that complexity and history, I think deserves like a standalone film, and then have him come into the Flash films later. But anyway, especially with the actors that you can get to play the part, it's that thing, isn't it? I mean, it's like if you've got a really good actor to play the part, you don't want to just go, oh, we'll just give you a cameo or 10 minutes, or you'll come into the middle of the film and that's it. You know what I mean? I reckon it'd be worse, especially with Reverse Flash, big DC villain. I mean, he's just as complex as a Joker. You could have it as a big tragedy story sort of thing, where he's like a leading scientist that then, goes down a dark path. You know what I mean? Who knows? He might have had a family. We don't know. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be doing more that sort of stuff and various things. So and I'm glad that some of you like. I mean, you haven't commented, but I've seen you hit the like in it, so I could see you liked it and that, which is good, because it was a nightmare in the past where it was like no one hit a pardon me, no one hit the like on it, and I was like, oh, what content do these people do people want? You know what I mean? Or like, so, which is good. But yeah, so thanks to all the old, thanks to all the old and new subscribers. Oh, it's gone dark. Yeah. Thanks to your support, and obviously, to the new ones again, thanks for, subscribing. And so yeah, but I also know you like my thing is I don't mind doing reactions. I love doing reactions, because some of them I find reactions, as you know, some people just not intentionally, but they over dramatize it, or they're too convinced, if it makes sense. Not all of them. Casper Site is a is a really good reaction channel, but I mean, excluding really good ones like Casper Site. But if you look at all these other channels that do reactions, like that they brick it. I'm not. There are different fear levels and all that stuff. But what I mean is, I like to add my thoughts to it, rather than just, if I got an interesting thought, rather than waste it in a comment section of a video, why not make video content with my thoughts in it? And also, if I had my own unique 2 cents to it, you get to know my mindset, how I, well, not necessarily how I think, but you know what I mean. I shall stop waffling. So, for those who are new to the channel, one of the channels I react to is Slapped Ham. Epic. You probably, I'm surprised if you haven't heard of him, but if you haven't, go in the description, link to his channels, and go into the description and link to the channels there. So go over and check him out. He's really good. For all those who already subscribed, So yeah, so we all love Slapped Ham, for those who know him. So I figured, don't go doot. Also, just to let you know, I haven't got Although there is some plus side to this. For those who are new to the channel, I just like to add this point here and there in case people go, question my editing. I don't have a studio. I don't have my own computer room. I've got a little corner in my bedroom where, because I'm at the moment I'm sat in front of an Xbox with a TV, and I'm using the desk. The desk used to be used for like a PC, but I've got a laptop, but I don't have the snazzy editing gear and all that sort of stuff. But luckily I found some really cool apps on the phone. So, but the thing is, like I said to the old school subs on this channel, is the advantages were, say for example, I want to change up a notch and do a reaction to a ghost compilation. Well, I can, in the summer, in the sunshine, I can take my tripod out with my phone and do it in the garden. That's what she said. But you know what I mean? So I kind of like that in a way. And it doesn't. Also, what annoys me as well, there's quite a lot of them where they go, "Oh, I've got my editor to do it." I'm like, "What the f?" I mean, I'm pretty sure you got a channel. Some of you got your own channel as well, doing your own stuff. It's kind of like, what? I'm not saying that's lazy. Don't get wrong. Don't hate me, but it's like, come on. I wouldn't say I know my editing's not brilliant, but I think personally, it's more you. If you work on it yourself, then it's still more you. It adds more you to it, and you can say, "Well, I did that." You know what I mean? Just like, I just got my editor to do it for me. It's like, I'm not saying that's the attitude, but it comes across to me as that in a way. I'm not saying that's true of what their intention was, but it's like, Casper Site, he edits his own stuff. There's loads of, if you look at loads of good YouTubers, they edit their own stuff. But there are quite a lot out there. They go, "Oh, I got my what's it called? Not moderators, but basically they have their own editing." It's like, so I don't have the top-notch stuff. But like I said, I don't mind it. Also, bearing this in mind as well. If you're creating a YouTube channel, Stream Guru is the app I use. Enables you to, so basically the camera here is the camera at the front where you do the selfies. If you want to use, if you want to make your own videos, it's like, I also find it adds a unique flair to it, or a different angle of doing stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I know train technology is a bit faster these days, but say for example, I'm doing an 8-hour journey on a train that's going across, I doubt it, but you know what I mean? There's different things I could do with this medium that I do it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? But anyway, so yeah, like I said, I don't have fancy stuff. I do it on my phone and that. But I don't see it as a bad thing. Also, you don't have to pay a stupid amount of subscription fees to an editing program. You know what I mean? It's all very good having latest stuff on your desktop, but how much you spend, I'm not sure how that works, but some people spend subscription on all sort of like services and stuff, because even if you edit it, they're the ones that process it their end or whatever, But I can't take the positive out of the negative. You know what I mean? Well, it's not really negative. It's just a bit of meh. It seems a bit amateurish, but I'm just being practical. You work with what you got. You know what I mean? And all I'm saying is, some of you doing your own channel may go, "Oh, I've only got my camera phone." Who gives a shit? Work with it. Work with what you got. Yeah, whatever you choose to do for your content, it puts more of you into it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, don't listen to what anyone says. Do it your way. Yeah. And like I said, if you like I said, what I like about my because at the moment I've got like on tripod. My phone's on a tripod, pointing at me like that. And what I find is, like I said, I can go downstairs, record. Well, I don't want to disturb my mum when she's asleep and that, but I could go downstairs. I could go, any location in the house you can do it. Apart from the toilet, that'd be a bit odd. You'd be like, "Oh!" Mind you, at least if you see a shadow bastard, it'd be like, oh, it'd be like, "Thank God, folks, it's all right, we're covered." You know what I mean? But no, that's a bit, yeah. I'm sure there's some weird people who will pay good money to see that, but no, we won't go there. But you know what I mean? Any location, like the garden, down the river, on the beach, sky's the limit. So yeah, but anyway. So we're going to come back to Snapped Ham, because it feels like I haven't been seeing them for what sitting in the thing, right? And this is crazy footage you have to see. Now, remember, though, if those who know Snapped Ham, he always likes to show spoilers. Naughty. Maybe that's why he's called Snapped Ham. I'm joking. Cool, it's freezing now. It's already cold now. I've got a dressing gown on. It's getting a bit chilly now. Despite it being hot, so it's quite funny because I know the temperature of the room. So when I get chicken, I'm like, sometimes last reaction I did, I got chicken. Despite the fact it wasn't the footage, I was just getting chicken. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I'm digressing. Yeah, but he likes to show. Yes, that's it. So he likes to show spoilers. So, and if you haven't seen Snapped Ham, all I say is until he talks, as soon as I hit play, gotta look away because no spoilers. Cause the thing is, like I said in my other reaction videos, I hate it when they do that. And the other thing I hate it when reaction channels do is they tell you what's going to happen before you see a clip, or rather just watch it raw. That's what she said. Because I would like the jump scare. You're not going to get jump scares if you tell people what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, you ready, folks? Let's do this. Let's see how crazy this. Let's see. Alrighty then. Let's see how crazy this. That's bad. I used to be able to do Ace Ventura, but stop it. Behave. Go on.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham.
Hey, Callum.
Today we're looking at some super scary video clips that may just give you nightmares. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this.
Also, I'd just like to add, if you do use Stream Guru, you don't have to have the volume right up because it's using the mic next to the speaker. So I found out over a process of elimination, because I used to have to keep pausing it. There is a pause in this thing, because if he does talk over, I don't want him to talk over him. But if there's footage happening and no one's talking and I'm reacting, you can actually hear my reaction. And it's through process of elimination. So I can still hear what's going on. I can still hear noises for ghost investigations. But the point is I don't have to have it like maximum volume, because the speaker is right next to the microphone on the phone, as you know. So, but yeah, that's quite cool. Process elimination, I was like, oh no, you can hear me something. Slapped Ham.
What if there were others out there?
Real Shapeshift is a TikToker who regularly posts videos about UFOs and aliens, but also updates on himself and his bizarre transformation. Take a look.
My name is not too important. The information that I'm about to tell you is extremely important. I was an intelligence specialist with the United States Navy. Since then, if you watch my other videos, you realize that strange things have started to happen to my body.
The poster says he once served as an intelligence specialist in the military. He explains that while he had excellent eyesight while in the military, recently his eyesight has become blurry. He claims that after receiving an eye examination, the doctor suggested that he might need to see a specialist over an irregularity that he's developed. He believes his left eye is beginning to look like that of a reptile with an unusual vertical anomaly.
Is that his actual eye, or is that just footage?
The poster goes on to note that he's also experiencing other changes to his body, including the growth of...
Hang on a second. Was that a clip from his own thing? The problem is, if we don't see the footage raw, that's what she said, is he could have cut it, put a contact in, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because also, when you think about it as well, it didn't occur to me, it's basically no different from rolling your eyes up. But as you know, contact lenses move about. And as a party trick, like stage performers do it, is you can flip. So you can move your eye, and it's probably uncomfortable if you do it have it too long. But basically you have the contact lens up there, and basically you move it with a eye muscle or whatever, and you push it down with your eyelid and that. So when you blink and open, the contact lens is over. Pardon me. So, you know, it could be a contact lens. Could be as well, but we'll see.
Extra limbs.
My body in certain areas, like for example, if you look at my elbows on both sides, I'm growing additional limbs. My hands, my thumbs, they're extending and growing too.
He hints that he might have been part of some sort of super soldier program and is now a shapeshifter.
At first, I just put out a cry for help on TikTok. I didn't know who's going to answer, who's going to respond. Other people out there that went through similar experiences.
A shapeshifter is a character or creature often found in mythology, folklore, and speculative fiction that has the ability to physically change its shape or form. Examples of famous shapeshifters include the werewolves of European folklore who change from human to wolf under a full moon.
Yeah, usually involving peyote, really, which is like a form of drug. But I think it's because in my mouldy years, because I used to be like Fox Mulder, like everything could be like, you know, I'm more sensible of it now. But do I believe in shapeshifters, reptilian shapeshifters? Because of quantum mechanics, and the thing is, these ideas, like the ideas in V, they weren't new. Sometimes it's quite interesting because sometimes science fiction and science do a little dance. One will take ideas from one, and one take ideas from the other. So, like with Star Trek, you'll have like, oh, the flip phones came from communicator, touch screen, all this sort of thing came from, you know, these different ideas. And sometimes science flip-flops all over the place. But if one says look into dinosauroid, some guy in NASA, I can't remember his name. But the interesting thing was, when he created this model, it wasn't just what the dinosaurs would look like if they were alive today. Because it's quite fascinating. This is what fascinates me as well. I'm not saying it's true, but my gripe or my problem with the whole idea that dinosaurs became birds is during the time of the dinosaurs, they even show in books as a kid, birds also coexisted, or avian reptiles were around during the time of dinosaurs as well. And yeah, even though a chicken may be genetically related to a T-Rex, doesn't mean it was a T-Rex. We have genetic connections to other animals because we share a common ancestor. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that creature came from that creature, if that makes sense. I'm not saying they didn't become birds. I'm just saying there's other explanations to why they have the same DNA as a T-Rex or something like that. You know, common ancestor. My thing is, though, if it's also possible for the intelligent dinosaurs, because this is based on a model of evolution. Say, for example, the asteroid didn't hit. Oddly enough, one of the characters mentions this in the 1970s V, where he's like, oh, it's not a preposterous idea. Just what would happen to the Earth if the asteroid didn't hit? And don't forget also, they had a head start on us as well, if we, in terms of the timeline. So it's kind of like, what happens if the asteroid didn't hit? Well, this guy then developed a model where it's like the dinosauroid. So my issue with this whole bird thing is, it's like, well, yeah, but if there was a window for... Because when they talk about... What always put me off and confused me in my younger years as well. And I know, despite the K2 event, or Total Annihilation event, they make it seem doomsday, but obviously there's patches on the Earth where it didn't hit and things survived. You know what I mean? There's certain bits and bobs that survived. But during the time they made it out as like no life existed and that was it. And I was like, well, how the fuck did... Excuse me French. How the fuck did a dinosaur turn into a bird or evolve into a bird if it got wiped out? Did it come back from the dead? Did it rise from the ashes like a phoenix and then decide that it was a bird? You know what I mean? So how can... evolution is a long line. If an asteroid comes along and blows that completely, fucks that line up, it's like, how? You know what I mean? So that's my issue. That was my scepticism. But I still kind of do have that scepticism. And, I need someone to... Pardon me? I need someone to show me a model or a simulation, showing me and sitting through with me, explaining how bad the impact was, because for God knows how many years the Earth was uninhabitable. It was only the reason why mammals and insects survived, because they were deep underground. So they had their own sort of natural bunker. So that's my issue. That's why I find. That's why. So, you know what I mean. So I find it. I find it odd that there's birds but no humanoids, because according to this guy's model, it was perfectly feasible given the opportunity. Well, there must have been an opportunity, a window, because you've got birds. If dinosaurs are from birds, you know what I mean. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying, if there's a window for that to happen, then why didn't that happen here? You know what I mean? But yeah, there's. But in terms of shapeshifters and reptilians and all that sort of stuff, and also because that hypothesis, hypothesis. Apart from, you know, if we didn't have the greys as the image of aliens, scientifically speaking, reptilian is probably what you're looking at, or as a guess, because of, you know, if they had a similar history, and those, say, reptiles, etc., and they didn't have that extinction event, who knows what, you know. But in terms of that, I know my problem with the whole shapeshifter thing at the moment now is it's got to a point now it's just crazy, mad, balmy. So it's too ludicrous, got out of control. There are ancient cultures, like you said, throughout history, etc. With the skinwalker, that's really just a shaman thing. They did peyote and drugs and stuff. And they didn't physically, literally, it was a dream quest thing, like a, you know, basically they're off their tits, okay? But the thing is, if, as I said in my previous video, when it comes to aliens, I believe in aliens anyway, but I'm skeptical. I have a rationale. I'm rational, but the thing is, at the same time, because of quantum mechanics and various other sciences today, etc., if you said to me, "Oh, look, those aliens are lizards," it wouldn't surprise me. Everyone would be like, "Oh my!" If you know, all the people go, "Oh my god, it's like the same from a film," I'll be like, "That wouldn't surprise me," if that makes sense. So I'm not saying I necessarily believe in it. I just wouldn't be surprised if it's true. Either way, either outcome wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it's fake. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, it's true. Oh, it wouldn't blow my mind. Obviously, the implications in history would be an interesting journey, but it would. I'd be like, yeah.
Or mythological gods like Loki from Norse mythology, known for changing forms at will. A reptilian shapeshifter, also known as a reptoid, is a concept derived from science fiction, conspiracy theories, and ufology that refers...
Yeah, that concept is the whole idea of the cabal of reptilian stuff. But, I mean, the actual idea of reptilian aliens is a thing that's been theorised and stuff.
to humanoid beings that have the ability to shapeshift into reptile-like creatures. These beings are often alleged to originate from extraterrestrial civilizations or alternate dimensions. The theory gained traction due to the writings and speeches
a multiverse
of British conspiracy theorist David Icke, who claims that these reptilian shapeshifters are the secret rulers of our world, manipulating events from the shadows to achieve global domination.
They're doing a shit. Actually, to be fair, I mean, there is some truth to certain ideas. But it's like, I don't know, it's kind of funny, isn't it? Then again, I could actually, was it, because like Neil deGrasse Tyson's saying, yeah, but look at those in power. If this is true, then they're doing a shit job of it. Yeah? They're doing a really crap job of it. It's like, trust me, some of the ideas I come up with, if I was to go down that dark path, or world domination path, I could do a better job than the so-called cabal. But then again, a voice in my head could argue, saying, yeah, but you could argue that they're intentionally playing stupid, because that way you wouldn't know they're doing it. But, you know what I mean? I still think they're doing a shit job. It's not really... The thing as well, it's quite interesting. It's not really a conspiracy if we all know about it. You know what I mean? That's the whole idea of a conspiracy, is you don't know about it until shit hits the fan. You think, well, how did that fucking happen? Conspiracy.
Other video, the poster even goes further, claiming that he's one of the first people to receive a neural link, an implantable brain-machine interface device from the company that was founded by Elon Musk and others in 2016.
I'm one of, if you notice, the first people to receive an actual Neuralink. Now people will doubt, they'll debunk, they'll sit there and say, there's no human trials. Yeah, there's...
He believes that it's...
Okay, sorry to interrupt a slapped hand there, but... if you think there's no human trials, then you might want to go back. I mean, not saying I'm not. Well, we don't know what the world of Black Ops is doing these days, but if you think that's such a crazy idea, look at MK Ultra and the Manchurian Candidate. For those who don't explore outside that much of the movie world, that's not just a film. That's not just a conspiracy theory. I mean, was it blah, 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 blah. President Bill Clinton apologised to the American people for happening. These things happened. They did LSD, mind control, implantation, all kinds of crazy stuff. So people may think it's. This is the thing as well. It's like, don't always. I'm not saying that we should believe conspiracy theories, but if you look at look at our mentality in the past, Bikini Island. Look how batshit crazy the military are, or the government are, when it comes to experimentation with, whether it be weapons, all kinds of things. It wouldn't surprise me either way. The mentality is, it's that thing of it's like the expression, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Well, they'll do it anyway. It's like, oh, what's that button do? Especially, I'm not saying the American people, but the American government, the Black Ops military, and especially when it comes to atomic bombs as well. It's like, oh, let's see what this does. I mean, also with CERN, even if there's no risk at CERN, it's a math. There's 1% risk. Is it still worth doing it? You don't know what's going to happen. You won't know till what's happening until you push that button. So it makes me laugh when this is the thing that a lot of scientists miss when they sit there and laugh at people who are concerned. Pardon me. Is it's like, yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen, mate, until you push that button. That's the truth of the matter, is you don't know what's going to happen until you push that button. So if you look at the mentality of what humans are doing, especially what they're doing at AI, all kinds of crazy shit ideas that we're going, oh, that looks cool, let's try that out. Humans also, I mean, even if it wasn't just the government, someone somewhere's going to go, oh, that would be a fun idea, I wonder if we could do that. There are amateur, was it Bob Lazar? I'm not saying he's mad, but he built a particle accelerator in his garage. I mean, come on, folks, anyone could do it. Anyone who's got the engineering capacity to go, oh, let's try that out. You know what I mean? So if you look at the mentality of how crazy governments are, really? There's not much of a leap. It's like, oh, let's see what that does. I'm going to stick that thing up your nose.
His responsibility to get this information out to the public, and that his old account, which had millions of views and people following, was previously banned. I'll leave a link in the description to Real Shapeshift's TikTok account. It's well worth checking out if you get a chance.
I've started to see and notice things that I just passed up before. Maybe I forgot.
Let's see his eye change now at this range, not close
erased.
up, because it's hard to see then. Because it's like his eye, that bit we saw the eye, that's because we've got the context or the unedited clip. It could have been,
Ophidiophobia, or the fear of snakes, is one of the most common specific phobias across the globe. This fear can be so intense that it transcends the logical understanding that not all snakes are dangerous, leading individuals to avoid not just real encounters with snakes, but also images, videos, and discussions involving these reptiles. So, if that sounds like you, then it's probably best to avoid this next video.
So, just again, for the new people and things like that, I apologise, if I do have a tendency to waffle on my videos and that, but I feel, though, it's like, it's my way to connect with you, so, and to share ideas. So I do apologise if I waffle on them and stuff like that, but I like to get ideas out and stuff like that, because some of them are good. You could have some ideas that are really good as well. Everyone's got really cool ideas. It's a shame to waste them. And look, I can't write a book. If I just waffle, actually maybe I should just waffle and get someone to write the book on my behalf, but I can't write books. I'm not good at writing stuff, so that's what I don't know. I just ended up on this path. The thing about the reason I want to do YouTube as well, because I just don't want to bet. It's not just I want a better life for myself and escape from my hustle and bustle of the prison job, as you know what I mean. The job will get stuck in that, but it's like I want to do this so I can give my mum, my mum and my family something back. You know what I mean? Because you'd give your world, you'd give them the world, wouldn't you? So it's not just for me I'm doing this for. I want to do this because I want to, if I get enough people going, I can then, live off of YouTube, creating content for YouTube. I can then, give my mum something back. She deserves the world. You know what I mean? So, and repay. Say thank you to people who've been there for me in a big way. You know what I mean? I want to be able to give something back, and obviously, unfortunately, in the system we live in, you need. Oh, mullah! Ooh, is it Star Wars mullah? Anyway, but I'm just saying it's not just for me. But the reason why I talk waffle a lot because I want to so you get that way to get to know me more. Get to share ideas and all kinds of things. I also find it's interesting rather than just someone going. In case we're just playing.
Loaded to Reddit by user SaltyNerd14, the clip shows a snake slithering up a brick wall.
Ooh. Where they climb up trees.
Cleverly, the reptile uses the grooves between the bricks to slink its way higher and higher.
Higher and higher. Makes you think, if you close your front door, if you've got a bedroom window open, that goes.
Several viewers drew immediate comparisons between the snake's movement and those of the Snake game built into old Nokia phones.
I had an old Nokia. That shows my age. I had a Nokia. I actually had a Nokia. Was it later years of school I had a Nokia? See, that's the thing you see as well. I mean, we blame well, it's quite funny there because people my age are just as bad as doing it. I mean, I think it's actually no. I think it's for different reasons. Because we were just as bad as kids in the sense that we had Nokias. I mean, like I said, it was later years of school I had a Nokia. Thing is though, a Nokia wasn't that sophisticated enough for you to be glued to it. I mean, yeah, Snake was addictive, or trying to beat the score, but we weren't constant. You know what I mean? And I think it's because today's different because it's more sophisticated and more things to do and things like that. So.
The reptile was quickly identified as a California king snake, a non-venomous species renowned for its vibrant and distinct coloration. California king snakes are of particular interest due to their dietary habits. They're ophiophagous, meaning they prey on other snakes, including venomous species.
Nice.
This unique diet has earned them the king title as they are seemingly immune to the venom of many species they consume. On average, they can grow to be about 3 to 4 feet long, but some specimens have been known to reach up to 5 feet.
So when you think about it, if you live, I'm not sure, I'm not trying to poke it with a stick and say, come on, man, set yourself a Guinness Book of Record, if you've got a California king snake pet. I'm not saying you should go out and do like Godzilla versus Kong sort of thing, where it's like, let's test my pet snake's limit. But imagine if you're living in an area where you've got venomous snakes, like rattlesnakes or stuff like that. What perfect way? I mean, apart from, was it a mongoose? But if you've got a pet snake as well, what better one to have than one that can eat venomous snakes? Practical, isn't it?
So while the snake itself may not be dangerous to humans, I'm sure most would receive a nasty fright if they were to find one curled up in their second-story bedroom.
I used to be scared of snakes, but I'm not so much scared of them now. I'm still intimidated by big ones, but then again, anything that looks like it's big enough to eat you will still make you unnerved.
This next eerie clip was uploaded to TikTok by Diego Spickers.
Whoa! Oh,
In the description, the poster...
whoa! Oh, can you see what I see? Oh, that gave me the chicken because it wasn't just the face I saw. The first thing I saw was the fucking eyes. Excuse me French, but look at that. I've gone full on... Oh, I can't really see it. It doesn't help me on Pell as well, but... Oh, no, you can. That graininess, yeah, it's what I call turkey. That is like, I'm not sure if anyone's used the expression before, but it's basically, my meaning of it is this turkey is literally like the stage beyond chicken. We get goosebumps on top of the goosebumps and that. It's just the eyes, like, that black or red eyes. It's like...
Notes that he originally thought it might have been some cats making noise on the roof. However, as you can see, that doesn't seem to be the case. It was originally suggested that the creature might be a barn owl, yet many viewers disagreed, noting that it appears to
But, hang on, ooh.
have a human face.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's creeping me out. I don't know why that's creeping me out. It takes a lot to creep me out. But look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, I've got a turkey on my neck. But look at that. Oh, my God. But, oh, stop it. Barn owl? Look, seriously. What, a barn owl that someone super glued a wig to? Look at that. It's got a funny, like, really slender nose. I mean, I can see why they think barn owl. But he paws. It's got hair. It's got a bit of hair. Got black. Ooh.
Face. If you slow the
And it
footage
blinks.
down, you can even
Barn
see
owls
that it
can't
has
blink.
large dark eyes and greyish skin.
Well, they got a film, but it's not an actual eyelid, but...
So what do you think this creepy creature could be? Is it a human or something else entirely?
I mean, it could be a weirdo bastard on drugs, but... Just chuck a grenade or something up there.
Let me know where you land on this one in the comments down below.
I know what you're thinking. Where you gonna get? Well, if you live in America, you can get all kinds of crazy shit there. But I mean, if not, just I don't know, first, I don't know, just if you've got kids, just chuck a dirty diaper up there. They're like, ah, that was scary. Didn't it? That was. Don't need your smudge stick if you've got a baby. Just get the worst nappy. Have some of that. Do a ball trick. Eat my skids, motherfucker. Oh, God, we have to say it again, do we? Oh.
This next photo was uploaded to Reddit by user Swing Admin.
Oh, mine's in the gutter. Who's going to say it first? Who's going to say it? Does he need to go and see a doctor, or does his partner?
It shows a relatively common condition known as hairy tongue, a colloquial term for a condition that gives the tongue a hairy appearance.
But Green, mate, it looks like he hasn't just got hair, he's got yeast.
However, despite the terminology and visual implications, it doesn't involve actual hair growth on the tongue at all. The condition occurs when the filiform papillae, the tiny cone-shaped projections on your tongue's surface, fail to shed as they typically would. Normally, these papillae, which measure about 1 millimeter in length, go through a life cycle similar to skin cells, where they grow, fulfill their function, and then shed. In the case of a hairy tongue, instead of shedding, these FP extend much longer, potentially up to 18 millimeters. As they lengthen, they start to accumulate debris, including bacteria and food particles. The papillae can also be discoloured by the foods consumed or the products used in the mouth. It's a relatively
So it's technically not really hair, it's just like skin in a way.
prevalent condition, with about 13% of the population expected to experience a form of hairy tongue at least once in their life. While it can develop at any age, it's more common in older individuals and men. So now that you know, make sure you take a look in the mirror tonight and see if your tongue needs a haircut. This next image, shared to Reddit by user Veloso Veroniki, shows the centaur of Volos, under which reads the inscription, one of 3 centaur burials discovered in 1980 by the Archaeological Society of Argos Orestiko, 8 kilometres northeast of Volos, Greece. The exhibit first showcased in 1980 at the Madison Arts Center, Wisconsin, USA. The assemblage includes authentic human and horse bones fused and arranged by an individual named Bill Willers, an artist and professor of...
Sorry, I just had the same pop in my head. Do you imagine the Gillette commercial? Imagine if that was contagious, like, do you have a hairy tongue? Gillette.
biology at the University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh. Will has constructed the skeletal figure using authentic human bones from an anatomical specimen from India, housed in his university's biology department, along with bones of a Shetland pony. To achieve further realism, he tea-stained the bones for uniform colour. After touring several colleges during the 1980s, the Centaur of Volos was bought by the University of Tennessee, Knoxville in 1994, and it's been a permanent exhibit at their Jackie Reese Galleria at the Hodges Library ever since. The reasoning behind the creation and exhibition of the Centaur of Volos was supposedly to encourage critical thinking among students and caution them against blind acceptance, even if the source appears reliable, such as a university exhibit.
Also, fair play. It is good, clever bit of art. I mean, it's like those things you get when they're not as good, but you can get those props, can't you? Like skeletons of fairies in a frame or something like that.
Has received a commission in 2008 from Skulls Unlimited, a company dealing in authentic bones, to create another centaur, this time a posed one. The resultant piece, the Centaur of Timfy, was displayed at Arizona's International Wildlife Museum in 2012 as part of the Mythological Wildlife Exhibition, and was later acquired by the Barnum Museum in Connecticut.
That's
Interestingly,
cool.
This centaur was created using zebra bones instead of horse bones.
That looks cool. That looks cool. Haunted.
An anonymous individual who worked as a facilities manager for a school in Connecticut for 25 years shared this brief clip with us via email. Take a look at what it shows. As you can see, a single light fixture moves back and forth, while 15 to 20 other fixtures in the vicinity remain stationary. The poster notes that there's no identifiable reason like air current to explain this unusual activity, which has supposedly been witnessed by several people since as far back as 2015. The individual speculates that the school could be situated over a Native American burial ground, although this is purely their opinion. Take a good look at the footage and tell me what you think could be causing the light to swing. Is it something paranormal, or is there another way to explain its bizarre movements? Share your theories down below.
That's right, I just had a random thought. But if you look at, I'm not sure you can see it, but if you look at my elbows, it just occurred to me though, I was thinking about that video, as I'm thinking about that, and also it just popped in my head, like, I'm not saying, I mean, it still looks a bit weird, his elbows, but the thing is though, if you look, I mean, as you get older or you lose weight or something, because I never used to have pointy elbows like that, but because I lost weight on my arm, it's like they're quite bony and I get tennis elbow and all kinds of pains and stuff. But it's like I can't really see it. But yeah, it's quite. You could argue because the thing is your arm's not going to be round, is it? Arguably round. But if you've got really bony elbows, it does stick out like a point. I mean that's really good. That'd be good for self-defense. Right, that's going to hurt. That's going to really hurt. But anyway. It's mine juts out of that. You know what I mean? So it's like, is that really a shapeshift evidence? But I mean, oh yeah, he had that extra thing on the thumb. I did that with that. But I don't know. The other thing to bear in mind is that some of these bits, like like some of my bony elbows, it's like it could also depends on your BMI and your body ratio and that. It could be that your bones were like that, but you didn't notice because you had fat on them. I don't know. Something like that. Just an idea. But I was just thinking my elbow's a bit uncomfortably pointy, but hey. God, I need to get some padding for my armrest because it's like I can't. So I've got quite bony arms. Good for those. Oh, good for those to use to defend myself. Right, smack. I mean, but anyway. That is weird, isn't it? It's just that one light.
Before we get to that last segment of the day, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos.
Remember to do it for this channel as well. One.
This peculiar meteorological event observed in Perdido Key, Florida, had weather experts unsure of what it actually shows. Take a look.
Is that ball lightning?
During a lightning storm, an unidentified light appears to move towards the storm's inflow.
See, what gets me is he just said they're baffled, but then again, if they're, I'm not saying it's ball lightning, but I'm saying if their usual excuse for UFO, especially during lightning storms, oh, it's ball lightning. It's like, why would you then be baffled by something that looks like a ball lightning in a lightning?
This curious spectacle, seen here in a video captured by Christopher de Graaf, has spawned several theories as to what this mysterious light might actually be. Some think it might be a lantern or UFO, while others think it could be ball lightning. Ball lightning is an atmospheric electrical phenomenon described as luminescent spherical objects which vary from pea size to several meters in diameter. It's usually associated with thunderstorms, but lasts considerably longer than the split-second flash of a lightning bolt. The lifetime of a ball lightning occurrence can range from mere seconds to several minutes. Though reported throughout history, ball lightning is a relatively rare and poorly understood phenomenon due to its unpredictable and transient nature, making it difficult to study.
But, with this day and age of cameras and that, who's to say you might not be, it's just like meteorite showers. You don't always catch it, depending if it happens. Who knows? You might actually capture it on. Might be lucky. You might be a lucky one, like a shooting star, and
Witnesses often report the object to be radiating a light that can be multicoloured or even white, and may even move erratically or hover in place. Some reports describe a hissing or buzzing sound, and sometimes even an odour can accompany the sighting. Scientists have proposed many theories to explain ball lightning over the centuries, including concentrations of electrically charged particles, combustion of hot gases, or a type of self-contained plasma ball. However, no theory has been able to fully and satisfactorily explain all observed characteristics of this mysterious phenomenon, making ball lightning a continuing subject of interest and investigation in meteorology.
Yeah.
So take another look at the clip and let us know if you agree. Is this ball lightning? Let us know down below.
I mean, it just goes along, doesn't it? It kind of goes. It looks like it's been piloted, or Is it a drone? Could be a drone.
Now, if you love mysterious videos, then check out the rest of our catalogue. There's an episode right there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist there you can binge on. Now, if you love what we do here at Slapped Ham, then consider supporting us through a YouTube membership. There's a little join button there that lists all the perks of our channel. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Right, that was a good one. I mean, there's some funny moments. I mean, it's like, maybe we should check to see if you shave your tongue. Brilliant. So yeah, I mean, oh my god, that face though in the attic. Oh my word. Sorry to talk through that, but obviously sometimes I have to waffle a bit as well. Like I said, because I want you to get to know me more, etc. And obviously there's new subscribers here as well. I'd like them to get, so I've got the occasional video waffle a bit. But yeah, that one in the attic though. Oh my god, I mean, it could be just a weirdo bastard. But it's like, whew. Let me know what you thought. Just think about it. That tongue. I mean, I don't need to explain, but yeah, there's loads of really wrong imagery or ideas popping into my head about that. But so yeah, anyway, thanks for taking the time to listen to me waffle and to watch, and taking the time to watch this video. And so, like I said, thanks to all the new subscribers. I hope you stay with us, and hope you enjoy the content. Like I said, I just don't want to do this for me. I want to do this for my mum, and because I have relatives, but in terms of the family you're born in, because my dad, lost my dad last year, so she's, in a sense, what I've got, at home at the moment. So, and as son, I like to give something back. She deserves the world. So I just don't want to become successful for myself with YouTube. I want to give back to all those who are there for me and things like that. And so thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to the old subscribers. And with all that, my lovelies, I shall see you in the next video. Oh, I'm used to the other program. Take care.